What is good, guys and girls and people of unspecified gender? My name is Blaze Shadowthorn, and I am going to be showing you how to mod a new 3DS. So, as you will see right here, as I load this up, this is a new 3DS. This is an unmodded new 3DS. This is actually a 3DS XL, but the more, like, firmware-wise, I'm pretty sure they'll be the same thing. So, if we go over to this, I'm actually going to show you that this is possible on the latest of firmwares. As you can see right now, we are on version 10.7. So what we are going to do is we are actually going to do a little system update right here. Oh, connect to the internet. I don't think I'm actually connected to the internet with this one, so this could be a bit of a problem. A little bit of a spicy problem, actually. Yes, no access point in range. I will be right back and solve this problem in just a hot second. Alright, we are back, and the internet connection was successful, so I kind of apologize for the quality of this. I don't have a capture card on this because this is actually not my 3DS. This is a friend of mine, so he asked me to do this for, and I figured why not make a video about it. And a very special friend, who I will not mention, also threatened me if I did not make a video about it, so this is what it's doing. But I will say this, that before we get started, while this is updating, we'll go over a list of things you need. You will need a micro SD card. You will also need a micro SD card adapter, either something like this, or you could use an actual USB adapter. You just plug it in. You just need to be able to transfer files from your micro SD card to your computer. You also need a screwdriver. I believe it's a 0 screwdriver, unless you're like me, in which case you can just like pop it off the back with that one, but then it's a little broken, so I wouldn't recommend it. But that's what I did. Also, while this is updating, just like to say that I don't own any of this content. The guide that I will be using and referencing is created by a name called Devin Mallory, I believe. I think. Anyways, I'll be using his guide, so if I do manage to make any money off of this video, I will be giving it all to him, because credit must be given where credit is due. I'm sure he doesn't mind that I'm making a tutorial about this, but still, it's just like, it's the right thing to do, so. It's like, and I need to make like 20 bucks off of this anyways, for YouTube to even pay me, because I'm not actually partnered with the channel at this point in time, because I haven't really done anything with my channel, so. That's that. So anyways, system update is complete. And this is just to show that it's possible to upgrade from the newest firmware, because chances are, if you're watching this tutorial, you are on 11.02, and you're not that tech savvy. So keeping that in mind, I will be trying to use as little technical terms as possible and just try and make this tutorial as easy to understand as I possibly can. So anyways, as you can see here, we are on version 11.02, which is perfect, and that is all we need for this right now. So we're gonna shut off the 3DS, and we're gonna get to work doing things. So like I said, this is where you will need a screwdriver, unless you're destructive like me and don't need screwdrivers for anything. So we're just gonna wait for this thing to power off. As you can see here, there's a light on there. There it goes. Always safe to just, before you do anything, just wait for all the lights to pop off. There are hinges right here. I'm not sure how well the camera focuses, but the screws, the right where my thumbs are. One's right there, one's right there. You just unscrew it. Or if you're like me, you can just actually, you can just there we go, pop it off without the use of screws, and like that, just pop it off. I will not be making another tutorial on how to do this, but I am using a 64 gig SD card. Normally it just won't work as a 64 SD card. You have to format it right. A 32 will be fine. You can either probably use a 16. That'll work as well. You just put it in the adapter, and then we will switch over to the computer screen, which should be recording. I think it is. Let me just double check this. Yes, it is. So we're gonna hop over there for just a hot second, and we will see that this. So we're gonna open up files. These are all the files on here. Half of them are not mine because reasons. So first things first is we want to get homebrew access on this 3DS, because that's how we're going to initiate it. So as you can see here, I already have the guide. This is the guide we will be using. So if we click on Get Started, it will bring us to a nice and spicy hot web page, but we don't need that. We actually need to go over to, I can't spell, apparently. This is early in the morning for me. I actually, I think Soundhex's website. Yes. I don't know what I'm saying. Words. We're gonna download this though. And we don't care about a VAS. We just need the Soundhacks file. What this does is it allows us to access Homebrew. If I remember correctly, we're then gonna go into downloads. Another thing that you will need, actually, well, we're over on the list of things that you will need a torrent user, something or other, torrent, to torrent things, because there will be a couple things that you will need to torrent. And then we need to go to Homebrew. Links to all these will be down in the description below. Oh no, I think it's GitHub, actually. It's not, it's like, yeah, GitHub something. Nope. I don't remember where the links are. So we're gonna go to YouTube, because since I don't know where the link is, this person knows where the link is.
What's going on, guys? Joda here, back with
ban me, please, for playing 2 seconds of your video. I needed to go to this, and we need to open an WinRAR, and we need to go to the actual. This is what I needed. Thank you. So yeah, it's a Smeum GitHub thing. I just needed to get to this link. Please don't copyright ban me. I am just a poor Asian person trying to make a tutorial for people on the YouTubes. This is what we need. No, it's always good to get a new starter home. If you have had Homebrew in the past, just override it. Just do yourself a favor and override it. If you do have actual, I will say this, if you have Homebrew apps that you want to, you've already played around with Homebrew, I would recommend saving it. Just copy it to your desktop and keep it safe, because all your files will get overwritten later on when we have to delete Homebrew. But I'm getting far ahead of myself, so we will continue onwards. We have now Homebrew installed here, and the last but not least thing we need to do is we need to go get the other bin. These are all things we can use. We need to go, we are on the new 3DS on 11.2. And I believe it was like 35 United States. Let me double check this in a hot second. And oh, the 3DS turned back on for some reason. That is interesting. I've never used the new 3DS. I don't know how it turns on and turns off. I know the power button's right there, so it's 11.02.0035U. So we are going to turn this off, because bad 3DS, bad for turning back on. That could actually pose a bit of a problem later on, so we have to be very careful. So then we're going to download the other app bin. This is something that you will need to access Homebrew. And with these 2 files in hand, we are then going to go into our downloads. We are going to find this other app bin, which I believe this is it. We're going to drag this over. And then we need to rename this. We're going to rename this other app bin. So that's what it is. The extension is .bin. It's just called other app. And now we have everything that we need to run Homebrew. So now what we're going to do is we're going to eject this SD card, and we are going to hop back over to the terrible, or maybe terrible, I don't know, but just the camera, the iPhone, because I'm recording this on my iPhone. I do have an iPhone. I'm one of those people. I actually don't like Apple, but my mother insisted on getting me an Apple for some reason. So we're gonna put the lid back on there, which is, I don't know why I did that, because I'm just gonna have to take it off in a hot second. But I just like the feeling of this underneath my underneath my fingers. But we're gonna turn on the 3DS, and we are going to go into this, the Nintendo 3DS sounds. It should be located right by the health and safety thing. It's this one right here. You click it, and it loads up. And then also, I think we need the bottom screen for this. So there should be something that pops up. Nope. Oh, I guess he's used this before. There should be something that pops up in. Oh, hey, you can see. There we go. Autoplay SD card, and we need to play this file right here. And oh, now we need to see the top screen. It crashes us into Homebrew, and this is where we need to be, right here, right now. Homebrew access on the new 3DS Nintendo. This is good. This is good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hop over to the other screen. You will see here we are in the 3DS .guide / get started. We're going to choose the new Nintendo 3DS XL. I do not believe there is a difference between them, but in case there is, go with the one that you have. So we already have this step completed. We have Homebrew access. So now what we're going to do is we are going to download the latest version of Decrypt 9. We are actually going to go back and open this in a new window or new tab so we can keep this guide open. And we are going to download this zipped file. And the other thing that we need is the latest version of SafeHax and FastHax, because that is how we're going to downgrade. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we just need the .ext. That's cool. I've never actually modded a new 3DS before. I know how to do it. I've just never done it before. So what we are going to do now is we are actually going to go over and pop off the SD card while we are in Homebrew. If you want to turn your 3DS off, you can. I just like keeping it in Homebrew because I don't want to crash it again. Oh, shut up. Hornet's nest. Okay. One thing though I will say is eventually when it gets to this set, if you close the lid of a new 3DS, it will break. Somewhere along the process, it will break. 100% guaranteed. So if you're doing this, please don't close the lid of your 3DS, and please don't blame me for any bricks. I probably should have said this at the beginning, but I am not responsible if you break it. Please don't hurt me. But anyways, what we're gonna do is we are gonna go and we have the new 3DS folder right here. We are going to copy the contents of FastHax to this, as well as SafeHax here. So now we have FastHax and SafeHax right here. Those are what we need. And the other thing we need is the Decrypt 9 bin, and we put that in the root of your XD card, and we rename it SafeHax Payload. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. We're gonna find the bin, which is right here. This is what we need. We are going to put this in the root of the SD card. Root is just this. You just open it up, and it's there. That is considered the root of the SD card. If you didn't know this, if you did, you know what it is. And we're going to be renaming it SafeHax Payload. Okay, so we're gonna right click, rename SafeHax Payload. And spelling is very important, so if you are not a good speller like me, always double check. SafeHax Payload.bin, SafeHax Payload.bin. We are good to go. And then we are going to go into Decrypt 9. I'm just going to skim ahead. And I believe this is it. Here we go. Never update a new 3DS running on 2.10, or you will brick. And don't close the lid of your 3DS either. So, now that we're in this, we are going to show you how to update. So, what we're going to do is we're going to eject this. Always blow on your 3DS or SD card. Not always, but we're just going to actually, I probably should be showing this to the camera people, but you just slide your SD card back in like this and reattach the lid if you are superstitious like me. What is this? What is this? Press start. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened, but anyways, we need to go look at the bottom screen. We are going to tab down and we are going to find something called Decrypt 9. I don't see decrypt 9, but I do see safe hacks. Was safe hacks what I need to do? I thought it was decrypt 9. Oh, no, it was safe hack. No. Enter load fast hacks. And then load safe hacks. Okay, so we need to find fast hacks first. Fast hacks, here we go. We're gonna click this, and stuff's happening right here. As you can see, it's beginning attempt. It says that it might take several attempts to load. Looks like it loaded perfectly fine for me. We're gonna hit start, and that looks like it worked. So now we're gonna go and load safe hacks, which is right here. Safe hacks. Load safe hacks. And if the exploit was successful, we should boot into decrypt 9. And we are in decrypt 9. Excellent. So now this is where stuff happens. First things first, we do need a we need the CTR transfer. So you will need a something or other. We need to hit select. Select will allow us to unmount the SD card, and we need a torrent. I think I actually have the torrent file somewhere for those, so lucky for us, I don't have to torrent this, but you will, unless I put it down in the description below if I'm feeling generous, which I might or might not do. Depending, I have to do some research. Maybe there might be some legality reasons why I can't do this, but do I have this? Hello? Do I not? Oh, wait, I think I moved this. Yes, here it is. The 2 point. Is this what I need? Is this what I need? Is this? I don't know. New or old? New or old? If you're not, just pick one. Prep work, you should be in decrypt 9 for this. So, double checking, we are in decrypt 9. It says so right here. When it says this, it says, for those who cannot see this, unmounting 3DS. This is good. It needs to be unmounted just for, it's pretty much the same as ejecting your SD card from your computer. It just makes sure that all the files are safe and everything, so good stuff. Eject this. We'll keep the 3DS off on a hinge like this, and then we're going to swap over to the PC again. I apologize for all these swapping and stuff. I'm not quite sure the best way to set up a do this. Words escape me. But anyways, let's see here. First thing we need to do is create files. I'm just gonna use them. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and bad things will happen. But if I'm right, it'll save us a lot of time. And I think I'm right. So anyways, we're gonna create a thing called files 9. Files 9, this is very important. And then we're gonna go over here and we're going to copy. Actually, if I'm wrong, then I don't think anything happens. So I'll just download that, but it looks like I'm right, so. Then it's just copying a bunch of files over. The whole process, I probably should have said this at the beginning, but I'm bad at remembering things. But the whole process should take, if you're slow, 3 hours. If you're fast, hour, tops. The longest time, I think, is just the transferring of files, and when you actually start the decrypting process to downgrade to 2.1.0, that takes a bit of time. It takes like 10 to 15 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. So that's that. So hopefully you're following along this guide, and I'm not just rambling and babble, and you are actually understanding. And you're able to look and see what I'm doing and following along, and it makes somewhat sense, I guess. So that's the goal. That's the dream. That if you are not tech savvy, that you understand what's going on. So now we're moving those two files over to Files 9. Files 9 is actually a very important folder when you're modding your 3DS, because that's where a lot of firmware and hardware files go. Maybe I'm saying this wrong, but Files 9 is important, and you should always have that on your 3DS. Another thing is I will be linking down in the description below a Discord chat. This is not my Discord chat. I just am part of it. It is a 3DS modding group, so if you have any questions, you should probably ask them and not me, because I've only done this. Like, let's see here. I've actually done this. I've done 4 different ways of modding a 3DS. Actually, I did the original way, which was you had to be within a certain firmware. Then you did downgrade from whatever firmware you were on to 9.2. From 9.2, you went to 2.1.0. From 2.1.0, you installed ARMS 9 loader. Then you went back to the latest firmware by doing a firmware update, and you were on Luma3ds, and that took me like 12 hours. Then I did for my capture card, I did the DSi downgrade, which you take a 3DS that already has custom firmware on it, you install a DSi game on it, and then you do a system transfer. And the system transfer allows you to bypass, because before I was on 11.2, and this was before Fast Hacks came out, and so I had to do that in order to get custom firmware on it. And then from there, I was able to downgrade again from 11.2 to 9.2, from 9.2 to 2.1.0, from 2.1.0 back to 11.2 with custom firmware. Then I did it with the Fast Hacks with a friend of mine's 3DS, and now I'm doing it again, but that was with an old 3DS. 3 of them were 3 old. This is the first one with the new. So it looks like the files are done, and I don't need to continue to talk anymore. I probably could cut this out, but I won't. Into Files 9, and that is it. That's all we need to do. And now I will say this. Putting a new 3DS into sleep on 2.1.0 in sleep mode is known to cause a unrecoverable brick. This only happens when shutting the lid of a 3DS while the device is on. This does not apply to turning the device off. The device only enters sleep mode when the lid is closed. It is not a timer or anything like that. You should continue without delay to avoid any possibility of this happening. That is something very important to happen, and I am not responsible if you decide to close the lid of your 3DS, which is why I'm going to be very careful in not doing that, because nobody likes unrecoverable bricks, and it makes my life very unhappy, and my friend will probably kill me. So, anyways, we're back in here. We're going to press B. We are in Decrypt 9 right now, and we are going to go to the System NAN options. Right here, it says SysNAN options. We are going to hit OK, and then we're going to go to a CTRN NAN transfer right here. We're going to click OK, and we are going to do an auto CTRN NAN transfer. And now it's going to ask us to overwrite some SysNAN things, and it will give you a warning, so you have to enter a code. It is left, right, up, right, up, A. And it is saying that A9LA is not, oh, snap. That is not the file we need. That is for an old 3DS. Darn. That was upsetting. So I guess I do have to open this up. Yeah. Remember my choice? Actually, no. Sure. Yes. I will. This will be editing involved. In this. We want to hit select, and we're gonna wait for a minute for this to download. So yeah, cutting and things will be happening about now. Unless it doesn't, and then I'm just gonna, oh, there's an error for this, an error for this, an error for this. CRN transfer from old, seating, what is seating? Let's check. I think this might be it. Oh, snap. That Oh wait, no, I don't want to go to 9.2. I want to go to 2.1. That's right. I wanted to go to 2.1. Oh, that's his old 3DS though. Status. Nothing's happening. So let's try this one more time. Because I think I did something wrong. This, and we want to add this. URL. Cancel. Add. Why do I keep on messing this up? We'll do this one more time. Because actually I just realized something. If this says URL paste, that is not what you need to see. Add. Cancel. Cancel. File. Cancel. Add. This is where Discord comes to play. After a long bit of hustle bustle from there, I found out that up right up A, the files are the same, so that's fine. We are gonna create a nan background, which is right here. You just press A, and it is creating a nan min bin. This will be good in case you do come into a brick, not an unrecoverable brick, but just a backup. This is always good to have. And now what this is gonna do is, this is what takes a bit of time. So I could either just probably just cut it again, clean it like every day. I look there and I delete a bunch of stuff that I don't need. So it's all clutter free, and like that. 19 minutes later, your 3DS should be looking like this. A bunch of stuff being filed full through, and it is a success. So actually, what we need to do is we need to go back, because I can't remember what I do from here. 3DS guide. So that's what your 3DS should be looking like. I think we keep it in Decrypt 9. Actually, I know we keep it in Decrypt 9. I just temporarily forgot what I needed to do afterwards. So we're going to go to the Decrypt 9, and we go to the 2.1.0 CTR transfer. Once the transfer is complete, press B to go back, press select to eject, and from here, magic happens. So now that we are deselected, we are going to take off the bottom of the 3DS, and this is very important. I'm gonna prop the 3DS up actually like this, so hopefully nothing happens to it, because this cannot go into sleep mode now. This is very important, so we're just gonna leave the 3DS like this, not touch anything, hop back over to the computer, and start tinkering around with some files. So first we need to delete the files that we just installed, the 2.1.20 transfer. So we go to files 9, and we delete these. Wait, did I delete the... I did. Hang on one second. We have to go to history, recently closed. We go back here. And then we press select. Okay, right. One last thing. We do have to press select, or start, actually, right? Start. Start, yes. We need to press start to reboot, because without the SD card, this is important, because if you put an SD card in, because I don't think the new 3DS was ever meant to be on this firmware. So if you put it in with an SD card, it will just black screen on you, which that's what it looks like it's doing on me right now. But it'll take some time to reboot. There we go. So now that this is like this, as you can see, it kind of looks a little weird. But that's fine. We're gonna put this back right over there and not touch it. And we are going to sort out everything else. So first thing is first, we're going to be downloading a bunch of files. In fact, we're going to be downloading all of these. These 3 are torrent files. So get out your torrent, users. First thing is first, we are going to go over to here. We are going to go to new. We are going to create a new folder, and we're going to name it CIAs. These are ROMs, and the next thing we need to do is we need to delete the 3DS folder on our SD card. So this folder right here, we're going to delete it. So that's why I said at the beginning of the tutorial, if you have any homebrew apps, before this was an unhomebrewed 3DS, if you have any, save it. If not, delete it. Now we're going to copy the contents of the starter kit, which I have right here, back over to the 3DS. So this is what we copied at the beginning of the tutorial. This right here, and we're gonna copy this over. We want to rewrite this because it will say that there is a boot.3dsx file already located on the 3DS. We want to overwrite it with the new one. I am not entirely sure why this is. I feel like it's because this one was on 11.2 and we want to move and replace, and this is a just fresh one, so just do it. Just do it. And then we don't need the starter kit anymore. Next thing is we are going to copy the A91H folder from the data.zip, data input, which is right here. We are going to copy this folder right here over here to the root of the SD card, which again is just the SD card, not in any specific folder, just here. So we're going to be moving all those over here. And there is perfect. Next, we are going to delete this because we don't need this anymore. And we're going to be copying the contents of the ARM9 loader hacks to the ARM9 folder. So we are going to find ARM9 loader hacks, which I am pretty sure this is. Yes, this is it. So we're going to go over here. We are going to go over to release 7. And this is important. We need these payloads, steps. Actually, all these steps are important. I don't know why I'm keeping reiterating some of these. But then we need to do the 3 CIAs folder or files to the folder labeled CIA. So first things first, we go in here, we put the homebrew. Oh, we need that, but that comes later. Did I put the homebrew launcher in there already? I did. So then we can delete this. Then we need the Luma updater, so that goes in there. Luma updater can get deleted as well. And then what was the last one? Oh yeah, FBI. And FBI was over here somewhere. So then we're gonna go over here, load this up, minimize this, FBI CIA, put that nice and snug in there. Next, now that we've copied those 3 over there, we are going to copy the ARMS9 loader hacks bin from out of the Luma3ds folder. So we have to actually reopen up the folder that I just deleted, or not deleted, just exited out of. So we're gonna go here, and we want to root. So we're gonna go here to the Luma folder, this thing right here. This is where we're gonna copy. We're gonna put it here. Sometimes there will be a folder like this already there. For the new 3DS, there will not be, so that goes there. And that is all we need out of this folder. So a lot of the folders we're downloading, we aren't taking all the files, we're just taking some of them. Next, we're going to be creating a folder called Luma on the root of your SD card. So we're going to go to File, New. We're going to name it Luma. Then inside Luma, we're going to be creating another folder, and this one's going to be called Payloads. Although I don't know if that's an S or not. It is an S. See, always very important. So we're going to be renaming this Payloads. And from here, we're going to find the Hourglass 9. Hourglass 9 is going to be right here. We're going to find the Hourglass 9 bin. We're going to put it inside the payloads. We are going to then be renaming this Start, I think. Start. Yes, I was right. So we're going to be renaming this. If I can actually rename it. If I can actually rename this. Start underscore hourglass9.bin. And the next thing we need is God mode, and that is going to be up. Okay. So we are going to then go to Hourglass. We're going to delete this. And then we're going to go to God mode.bin. I think bin. Good. It's always good to double check these things just to make sure. And then this is going to be the same thing. We're going to name it up.godmodebin. Perfect. So we are almost done actually modding your 3DS. Think like how quick was this? How quick was this? I feel like I'm missing something though. So where's the safe hacks? Do I need that? Did I need that? I guess not. Well, maybe we'll keep that open just to be safe. And then from files 9 we need this. So we are gonna go to SD card, files 9. This is so weird because I'm actually recording this on the floor of my bedroom, and I'm using a mouse because PC and stuff, and it's sort of awkward. And then the DS dump goes to so I apologize. This looks a little jumpy. Nope, it's 3DS, right? That goes here, and that goes there. Perfect, perfect. I think we are done. Nope, we are not done. Ha ha. Psych! We are missing one last crucial bit. As once again I deleted this. So we go back over here. We go here. We go to files 9. We minimize and we open up this. And we need we are pretty much done editing our SD card, and we exit out of this, and it's time for magic to happen. I apologize for that. You probably won't notice anything, but I had to delete stuff off my iPhone because I ran out of storage space. But if you're looking at this, 3DS screen is kind of freaking out. That sometimes happens when you're on 2.1.0 because it was not meant to be on 2.1.0. That firmware was never supposed to be released on the new 3DS release, so it freaks out sometimes. Yeah?
Hey,
what?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have your wallet? I need your driver's license number.
Yeah. Just a driver's license?
Yeah, I'll bring it back up.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, it's not really supposed to happen, but anyways, what happened before last time was the reason why it didn't work was because I forgot to put the, what was it? Let me scroll back up. I forgot to put the safe A9LH installer on the root of my SD card. I missed that step, but hopefully you, the viewer, will not miss that step. SRG. So we're going to go back to the same website as we were going before. The Duke SRG. srg.github.io /2x SRA SRA dot HTML symbol question mark arm 11 dot am I right? Question mark arm 11. Yep. So we're gonna go here, and with any luck, this will actually work. Yes, as you can see here, the bottom screen is sort of freaking out. That is good. That is good. And we're here. Safe ARM9 loader install. We want to press select for a full install. And we are in. We're done. So, all systems passed. We are now powered off. We are good. We have just installed ARM's 9 loader. So now what we're going to do is we are going to press select and power. You have to hold the select button as you power up the 3DS. It must already be held. And we'll boot up into this screen right here. This is a Luma3ds boot up screen, so this is good stuff. We want to check auto boot sysnan. We want to use sysnan if booting with R. And we want to show sysnan in or user string. And if we're on a new 3DS, you can also enable new 3DS, which we are in, but we don't see new 3DS. We can enable this one as well. The new 3DS CPU off to clock plus. And this will give us more power. This will increase the frame rate of many games, but may cause instability to others if some games do not work. Please disable. So we are just going to press start. An error has occurred. Failed to mount ST. If you get the failed to mount CRN, just continue to the next section. So that's fine. That's fine. That is an error we are allowed to happen. So now what we're going to do is we are going to press start and power, and this will boot us into Hourglass. And now we're going to sysnan backup and restore. We are going to sysnan restore, keep A9LA, left up, right up A. We are going to restore from the NAND dump, and this will also take a while. And once we install back from here, this is very good because we can now update safely. Do we not have to delete anything? I thought we had to delete stuff. This is good. So we're almost done, actually. So not too terribly difficult. I had a little stumble, but yeah. What it's doing now is it's recovering the data that we had when we originally had the 3DS at 11.2. It's recovering that data so then we can safely update, because if we didn't do this step right here, this restoring step, and we tried to update, it would crash and brick our 3DS, which we don't want to happen. So this is very important. And some things to note, it is 100% safe to update once you have the A9LH and you've restored your NAND min. It is 100% safe to update, so you don't have to go like, I don't want to update because then if I had an outdated homebrew exploit, like I had a homebrew exploit from using a 9.4 3DS, and I was really scared updating it the first time because if this fails, I lose homebrew forever, or until the next update comes out. But so I was really scared about that, but it is 100% safe to update, and you'll be fine. And if it gives you an error when you're updating, which sometimes it does, you have to change your DNS settings to auto. I believe mine are already set to auto, and then if it gives you more issues, then you've done something wrong with your 9.2 downgrade. So that's that. This actually takes a lot. It's faster than the first time. I will do a time lapse. Probably the first download, it took like 16 minutes for it to get fully transferred over all the files. So it did take a little bit of time, and that is the longest time it will take for anything to happen. So, yeah, we're at almost 60% already, so we're making good time. We are making good time. And once we update from 2.1.0, then the worry about bricking our system, one of the worries is gone because it can only brick on 2.1.0 if you close the lid of your 3DS for it to go to sleep. Or what was the other one? It was updating, but we're already going to update, so you're fine. So, we should be fine and good and dandy. And the Dandy Man. Dandy Man. Yes. 75%, 76% already, 77. This is good stuff indeed. And then the next step is injecting FBI. Then once we inject FBI, then we're going to be installing FBI, Homebrew Launcher, Luma Updater, and we're done. We're done. We're done. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Congratulations, you've just installed Luma3ds, or yeah, Luma custom firmware software on your new 3DS or 3DS XL. I'm using a 3DS XL, so that is that. And I will be able to report the good news to my friend. He paid me good money for this. I did actually get paid for this to mod the friend's 3DS. He paid me 50 pesos, which he is not actually Hispanic. I don't know why he had 50 pesos, but he just randomly had like 50 pesos just like in his pocket, I guess, or in his wallet, and I was like, yo, 50 pesos. I will accept this as payment. If you're wondering how much money I actually got, I made probably about $2.23. It's the rough equivalent of 50 pesos is $2.23. So as you can tell, I made like a steal. A lot of money was made. So we are back. It is restoring the Sysnan, which is very good. And then once we are fully restored the Sysnan, we can then update to 11 point back to 11.2 and things, stuff, excitement. And I'm rambling again. A lot of editing will have to go into this video, unfortunately, because I kept everything running. So I have like a bunch of footage I have to go through. So I don't know why I'm talking to myself, because none of this will really make it into the cut unless I do that bloopers, which I could do for the extra views, and that money I don't have to give to this Devin Mallory fellow who who created the guide. So yes, this Devin Mallory fellow. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he does. If he's looking for money, if he's looking for a ransom, I can tell him I don't have money. But I do have a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for Nintendo 3DSs like yourself. If you let me update you now, I will not harm you. I will not brick you. But if you don't, I will find you. I will open you. And I will hack you into oblivion. So I will actually have to let him know. I'll probably make a tutorial for him as well about his thing. If the frame rates don't work for the clock boot thing, I might just actually like undo that. But that's something you can do. It's just completely 100% optional. I was like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Let me just text him really quickly and say, it's, update. It worked. It worked. It's alive. But I'm using my phone to record this video, so I cannot. I do not have the technology. But I will say this, though, while this is updating. I have a makeshift tripod right here. This is my recording setup, actually. This is a charging docket for a PlayStation 4. It is actually the perfect thing. Like this little like hinge right here. I can actually just like set it. That one right there. This one. It sets. It's like perfect for recording. It's like my own little makeshift tripod. It's perfect. I love it. I love it so much. It's like fantastic. And it was 55%. The more you know about my recording setup, my very professional recording setup, the happier, you'll be. I guess you'll be happier when the file gets updated and you have the power of the Luma in the palm of your hand. I assume, anyways. Yeah, I actually just went and I bought an SD card because I didn't want to go through the editing process, because you did have to like reformat a 64 gig SD card, and I didn't want to do that. But I guess I'll give him that 16 gig and he can put it in like his phone, and then he can be happy with that. Hopefully that works in the phone, but if not, it's fine. It's only 16. It cost me like $10, so I'm down $8. I'm down $8, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't. He owes me now. That's the most important thing. He owes me everything. But he got so flustered when I did this because I was like, "What's the payment?" And he was like, $100, $200, and I was like, "What's the payment? What's the payment?" And he was like, $20. I was like, "Ha, $20, more like 50 pesos." And he was like, "Oh, okay." So, because we all know 50 is more than 20, so therefore 50 pesos must be worth more than $20. Yeah, that is Asian logic right there. And people say Asians are supposed to be like smart, like I don't know. But anyways, I am rambling, as I often do when I don't know what to talk about. I could have probably like live streamed this process, but I don't want people to see me. I'm actually dressed all in gray. Actually, it's like perfectly matched gray too. I have gray sweatpants on and I have a gray long sleeve shirt because I'm in Florida, and we all know how cold it is in Florida. Absolutely frigid. Way colder than it is in New York or LA or Minnesota or Michigan or anywhere else where there's actually snow and it goes below 40 degrees. I think that's the coldest it's ever been. It's like 40 degrees here in Florida. So I've become a Floridian. I've become one of them. Kaz, shout out to Kaz is actually watching this. I don't know where exactly in Florida he lives, but shout out to Kaz because he knows what I'm talking about. He knows the struggles of a Floridian. So, anyways, it is done. Sysnan is rebooted. Perfect. And we are going to press system, press start to reboot. Start. And now, hopefully, it works. Okay, excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our system settings, and I will show you once and for all that we were actually in fact working. Huh. We're already on 11.02. Interesting. Well, let's do a system update just to be on the safe side. But that is actually strange. I've never seen that just like automatically update for me. But as you can see, I do have to update. Or I was able to update something at least. But we're on 11.02 now, so good stuff. But as you can see, let me go back there and I will show you something as soon as this reboots. You will know that instead of it saying VRE, it says SIS or SYS. This is good. SYS also stands for system. Well, VER stands for version, and so long as you are on system, that means you're running on custom firmware. So that is what we needed to do, and now it is time for the last step, which is installing FBI. So we are going to open Homebrew, or we're going to open Hourglass by pressing Start and Power, and we're going to start up Hourglass. We are going to go to System NAN, Backup Restore. We're going to go to Health and Safety, Inject. We are going to go up, left, up, right, up, A. And we are going to go press A. we are going to wait. Press start. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, they changed this. This is so much easier because so that's why. So you don't even need the HS app. That's why it's not there. Huh. And now it's FBI. So the whole thing I was worried about, they changed. It's different with the new and the old. Subtle differences, 'tis true, but still differences. So that's cool. So what we're gonna do is we want to go to we can actually put the lid back on the 3DS. We're gonna go to SD. We are going to go to CIAs. And we're gonna go and we're going to install. And what we are doing is we are installing FBI. You might be wondering, why would we install FBI when we have FBI already installed the health and safety? It's just safe. It's just safer that way. 2 FBIs are better than 1. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to install the homebrew launcher. Homebrew launcher, these shouldn't take too long. As you can see, it's going fairly quickly compared to everything else that we've had to install. And then last but not least, we're going to be installing the Luma updater. Now we're going to put custom firmware or the ARMS 9 loader forever on the 3DS. So we are going to navigate to the SD. We are going to go to the ARMS 9 loader hacks, which should be down. Wait, what? Oh, we're going to SD. We're going to go to the ARMS 9 loader hacks bin. Right. Yes. We're going to press A, and then we're going to go down and to this point that says copy right here. We're going to press A again, and then we are going to go to the FBI main menu, which is right here. We're going to go to the CTR NAND, and then we are going to go to select current directory, and we are going to click paste. Contents pasted. Now what we're going to do is we're going to exit with the home menu button right here, and there will be new software that will be available. We are going to go to the homebrew launcher, which is right here. I'm going to open this up. Homebrew launcher. Congratulations, you now have homebrew access directly as an app to your 3DS. It's going to load a bunch of stuff. Screen stuff will be flashing. This is good. And we crash into homebrew. We're going to go to the DSP dump. We are going to click. We are going to select. And we are going to hit start. And now we are going to reboot the 3DS. And by doing this, we are going to click up. Okay, so it's left, right, up, start. You're about to reboot your console into homebrew, or the home menu. Press A, and what was the button to go into start? So let's try this. Aha! It worked! We crashed into home hourglass. How I did this was L, R, up, and start all at the same time. And that said press A to reboot to homebrew, to reboot and go to the home menu. And then as it was rebooting, I just pressed start again to crash me into hourglass. Well, when we go into hourglass, we are going to actually, I think this is the step where we remove this. So we're going to go to the system NAND, and we're going to health safety inject, left, up, right, up, A. We can actually skip that step. What we're going to do now is we're unmounting our 3DS. This is an important step. This one we're not kidding. That step was just to get rid of the homebrew access so you have back to your health safety thing. I don't really care for that. You can do it if you want. We're going to take out the SD card, and we are going to hit reboot, which is start. Now we're restarting it without the SD card. This is important because now this will crash us into here. And at least once will allow you to configure the CTR NAND based Luma install. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the following: show sys, this one, and if we're on the new 3DS, we can also do this section right here. And we are going to reboot or enter our SD card once again back into our 3DS. So we're going to go here. We're going to take this and we're going to jam it right up in there, and we are going to press start, which can save this. And congratulations, you are on your new purchase of a Nintendo 3DS. You're good. That's it. Congratulations, you're done.